my name is Bernard Sheridan. I'd like to welcome you back to Par Breakers Golf Academy. And today we're going to take a look at the swing of Lydia Ko. She's been on the LPGA Tour for more than a while now, and we have done video of her in the past of down the line, and this is a face-on. And really what our objective in this video is for us to see some of the key things that she does in her swing and how it can help you in yours. So as we look at the initial takeaway, we can notice that Lydia keeps her hands very much in front of her core as she turns away. So in other words, she's using her entire torso, upper torso, to take the club away, not just her hands. So that's why we're seeing her hands are very much in front of her center as she goes back. Another thing that we want to really take notice here, and let's go back to the address position, is what's going on with her head on this backswing. So as she starts to move away, her head stays very steady. And again, she is still right in front of herself. And what I always mean by that, and if you've watched our videos in the past, that means that those hands are very much in front of core. So we really want to make that happen by this position. So that's a tip that you can use, as once you get to this position where your left arm is parallel to the ground, is your left hand still in front of your sternum or your chest. Now as she goes up to the top, I want you to notice that she does not go past parallel. She's actually a little bit short of parallel, and her head is still right on that line. The only thing that happened with her head was a slight rotation of her head away from the target. Now, as she comes back down, again, her head is still staying right into that same spot, very steady. And as she comes into impact, we can notice a lot of lower body open, and sternum is still right there in that center. So she's rotating around that spine. Now her head goes just slightly behind to give just a little bit more power. We're seeing the tremendous kick on that shaft that she's creating. And she still has not fully extended her right arm yet. And as she goes through, now that head starts to go a little bit back further, but that sternum is still where it was at address. It's still up front. And now as she comes through to that 3 o'clock position and rehinges her hands, she starts to begin to move towards the target, and then her head has that full release. So now we see the back of her skull where the front part of her head was at address. So that means she's moved through the ball to the target, and that's part of the reason why we're seeing very level shoulders here at this finish. And if you notice on the left over here too, same thing. So these are two completely different swings, of course, because we can see she's wearing different clothing. But that's really a good balanced finish position in both of those, and shoulders are fairly level or almost very level. So let's draw a line there to show that and how level those shoulders are. Very, very level. So this is some of the points that you want to try to make happen in your swing. Real steady head on the way back. Don't let your arms outrace your core. If we go back here to impact, just past impact, arms are right in front of core. And again, left hand, if we see, just before impact, that left hand is right in front of core. That yellow line is right on her sternum. Okay? So these are things that are important, and keeping that head nice and steady. Not a lot of lateral motion with the lower body, more of a rotational clearing. So try these little pointers in your swing to see more distance and accuracy. And as always, thanks so much for watching our channel. And don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget that every week we have our weekly podcast that you can subscribe to on iTunes or Stitcher Radio called Breaking Par. So you would definitely want to hear that and get there every week, because we have great information from all different kinds of world-class instructors around the country, and LPGA and PGA professionals. So until we meet again, try to keep it in the short grass.